So there is a growing concern among parents and kids to prepare for an international market, a job market that is connected globally, but also teenagers that are going more and more often to live abroad, to study abroad. And that's where we put ourselves in. That's our position. We are here to prepare these kids for these two scenarios. So either kids who want to move abroad and work abroad, but also those who want to stay here, but also be prepared to face this connected job market globally. So nowadays there is a big problem of a growing number of bilingual schools in Brazil, and it's not always obvious what bilingual actually means. So it's not enough to have 1, 2, or maybe 3 classes of English a week and then that's it, that's bilingual education. That's not true at all. So there's a standard that we should follow when we are calling ourselves a bilingual school. So that means, for example, that 20% of the curriculum has to be in English for high school, or 30% when it's elementary school or middle school or kindergarten. So there are these standards that schools should follow in order to call itself bilingual. So that's a big problem and a big concern among parents, right? What is this bilingual education that my kid that I'm going to put my kid in? So that's something that we worry about. We try to follow these international standards so that we can guarantee that what we offer to the families is actually bilingual education. So what we offer is a curriculum, but also a space, a school that gives students great opportunity to get in touch with the English language. So we offer English classes, but we also offer science classes, we also offer art classes or physical education classes, which are all taught in English. So the student has a constant contact with the English language. We try to create this English environment so that the student is in touch with the English language in the classroom and out of the classroom. And also we offer many events throughout the year which all contribute to creating this environment, like the science fair or the poetry contest, for example. When it comes to preparing students for this connected job market, what we try to do is make sure that when the student finishes their high school education, they will get there with a certified level of English. So the student leaves the school already with the C1 level of English, which is a very high standard and which prepares students for this reality. And also what we have are students which over the years has been growing, the number of students who travel abroad and who are successfully being admitted into institutions and universities abroad. So we have many cases like that one, but even more so, something more, a nice story is, for example, we have young kids, like maybe 12 years old, something like that, who got here and they had barely any English. And after a couple of years, it was nice hearing, for example, the parents traveling abroad with the kid and they had a problem with a flat tire and they couldn't actually communicate, and then that's the moment when they realized that their kid spoke English because he was the one who was able to fix the whole problem and actually communicate and get things straight. So we have these very nice and heartwarming stories. So there is this, it's really nice to see among parents this, when they notice that their kids are actually speaking English. So that's, we hear very nice stories of parents who brought their kids to our school, to Everest, and over the years they realized that the kids are improving, they're getting better, and and the joy and the happiness that that brings, it's really nice to see. It's a really a beautiful thing. And that happens maybe with a word in the beginning, then a phrase, then a conversation. Then they get to watch the kids presenting a science project, then they see the kids presenting their poetry that they wrote themselves. And so that really has an impact on parents and on families, and it's really nice to see. Parents, when they bring their kids to our school, and we can see that over the years, they have this commitment to the cause growing in them, commitment to making sure that their kids have a great education, that their kids will be fluent in English, sometimes when they are teenagers, and sometimes even earlier. And over the years, parents, they grow fond of this idea, and what we see is that by the year, they are more sure that they made the right decision, and they are sure that the education they're giving their kids is worth it, and they are sure that they will have kids and later adults who went through a proper process of education, of learning, and who will grow to be outstanding people in this world.